Hey, Slash, I do buckaroos. How the heck are you? I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, and I've got one I'm just finishing up, man. I'm a little bummed about this one, if you want to know the truth. Four Fingers Distillery. They were the third distillery I hit on our vacation. They are in Indianapolis, Indiana. It's a downtown location that I visited. Four Finger. This is their barrel proof rye whiskey at 108 Distillers Select. So I've got this. I wanted to make a Manhattan with it one last time, and I had about 2 ounces left, so I poured it neat to finish this off. This stuff is so amazing, though, I gotta tell you. I also bought their American single malt whiskey, which was just divine, but I've got a little bit of that one left. Let me show you that bottle. Actually, I got about half a bottle of that one left. But I've really been going through a lot of ryes. It's over the last couple of years I've really become a big rye drinker, and I bought several on this last vacation that I really enjoyed. So if you're a Manhattan purist, well, I've got rye in this one, because if you know me, you know I typically use a bourbon or a high rye bourbon. Oh man, but this one was so good. So I do go lighter on the sweet vermouth than most do. So this particular Manhattan, I've got 2.5 ounces of the whiskey. I've got a ½ ounce of sweet vermouth, and I've got a few dashes of cherry. Holy crap! Cherry bitters. This is the I bought a particular brand of sweet vermouth on vacation, and I thought I had some pictures of the bottle, but I can't find it, and I threw the bottle away. So now, but the vermouth that I have here available to me, I was looking at a store in St. Louis where I picked it up, and they had a large section of sweet vermouth, and here I've got maybe a half dozen. So I bought the best one that they had. So, because I did kind of learn my lesson, to be honest with you. I've been buying kind of a mid-level, just above Gallo and Martini Rossi, you know. But I bought this one. It was about $18 for the 375. Which is why I only bought the 375 of it, because it was, from my viewpoint, a little on the expensive side, but you really can't taste the difference, which is why when I was looking at the options that I had available to me, I bought that one, because it was the best that they had available, and I didn't want to skimp out on my Manhattan. It was on sale. It was $32 a bottle, regularly $38, I think. Oh, man. But as I know you've heard me say, your cocktail is only as good as the ingredients you put in it. And here I've got one of the finest ryes available. And I think I've got a decent sweet vermouth in there. I've got good bitters. So I've got a nice cocktail. Oh, mercy. To me, there's just something about a Manhattan, especially this time of year when the weather chills down. I gotta admit, I really don't start thinking about a Manhattan till the fall, but it is just such a comforting cocktail for me. I don't know if you can see my shirt, but I am wearing the Four Finger, let me stand up so you can see it, Four Finger Distillery shirt. One thing I loved about Indianapolis is every place I went to, I hit 5 breweries and 3 distilleries, and every place I went to was very inclusive. I saw pride flags and trans flags and various versions of all of them in every place that I went to. So I love the inclusiveness of downtown Indianapolis. I wish Springfield was that way, but we are not. It would be nice, though. gosh, that's delicious. I'm going to set this down for a second. I do want to drink that while I do have it very well chilled. I don't want it to warm up too much, but my curiosity, I want to take a sip of this neat here to kind of see where the base of my cocktail is. Oh, man. Gosh. Yeah, I've been near the end for a while. I figure it's probably time. I've been finishing off a few bottles lately. I had a lot of them near the end. I felt it was time to finish a few off. I kept opening more bottles, and I told myself I wasn't gonna, but then I kept opening bottles. So now I've decided I just need to finish off a few before I open anymore. Man, that is just such a nice rye. Little chewy, little spicy. I mean, it is at 108, but think about that for a second, though. Cask, barrel proof at 108. That's a lot lighter than many, which means you have a cleaner product. The higher you try to take that proof, the more possible flaws may pop up. I did have a very good visit at Four Finger Distillery. I was a young, of course, when I say young bartender, but hell, everybody's a young bartender to me. Every place I went in, yeah, they're under 40. They're a young bartender as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, it's a nice guy, very knowledgeable of the product. That's one thing I noticed everywhere I went, from Hotel Tango to Four Finger to Hard Truth, Endeavor, Echo, High Bank. Every place I went, the bartenders there were very knowledgeable. Watershed, I almost left out Watershed. Bartenders were all very knowledgeable of their product, which I found, I liked that. It was nice that they knew what they were selling. They knew why they were selling it. High Bank, for instance, was interesting because they're known for blending. So when I was asking questions about certain product, she was telling me, what she recommended certain products for. This might be better for neat drinking. This might be better for this cocktail. This might be better for that cocktail. And I like that level of expertise. And I feel like I found that everywhere I went. As I am relaxing at the, I was going to say end of the evening, but it's late afternoon. Late afternoon on a day off. So, wife and I got our errands out of the way. Now we're home relaxing. I thought I'd make me a cocktail. While we were on vacation, my wife has never really been a drinker, but she tried a chocolate martini at one of the places we were at on our way home. I don't know that she really loved it, but it intrigued her enough where she wanted to try it again. So I tried to make a version here. I don't know if I got quite there. We're going to play around with the recipe. I'll get there, though. I'll get there. The Manhattan, the classic cocktail. I was looking up recipes, or looking up, not necessarily recipes, but particular New Year's Eve cocktails. I was looking up different lists, top 40 New Year's Eve cocktails, top 50 New Year's Eve cocktails, top 20 New Year's Eve cocktails. And I found it interesting that there was always these, champagne there's various nouveau cocktails, some classics with a spin on them. But I was kind of surprised to see the Manhattan make the list as well as Old Fashioned. But yeah, again, for me, there's just something comforting about the classic Manhattan. To me, it is that perfect digestif, right? It's that perfect after dinner cocktail, or that fireplace cocktail, right? That late in the evening cocktail. All your guests have gone. Now you can relax. You make yourself one more cocktail. You kick the fire up. You sit in your comfortable chair. You put your feet up, and then you just go. I want to take a little drink of this neat here. Did pick up some good stuff on vacation. I really want to get back to that area because there was so much. I thought with 5 days we'd be able to hit everything, but truthfully we didn't even get close. There's at least a half dozen more, if not more, breweries that I could have gone to, but it just became too much. Near the end of the vacation, the last couple of days, I really didn't want to go and do too much, you know. But I found a lot of great places, so I would like to get back, if not to Columbus directly, that area. Because there's a lot of breweries and distilleries in the Cincinnati area I wouldn't mind trying, and we didn't get to explore that area at all. We had a storm coming home, and things got a little iffy on us for a minute there. Try to remind myself every once in a while the base of this particular cocktail and how much the vermouth really makes a difference, putting a higher quality vermouth in the drink and using good bitters as well. Now, I have your traditional Angostura, I do, and I have other aromatic bitters, but I like to play around with the flavors as per season. In this particular case, I just went with the cherry bitters. Man, that's a nice cocktail. I don't know if I'll get back to Indianapolis this year or not. I would like to visit Four Finger again. Hard Truth, man, wow. I really love their products as well. I did buy one product. I had a great flight at Hotel Tango, another distillery I had. And I bought one product there, and only bought one from them because, well, it was more expensive. It was their 10-year-old birthday bourbon, I believe. And I haven't opened that one yet. I've been saving that one. I'm going to try my hardest, my damnedest. I'm going to try really, really hard, to not open that one until my birthday. Open their birthday bourbon on my birthday, because I turned 60 this year. It's hard to believe for some. Anybody that knew me in my 20s would not think I would have made it to my 60s, but I did mellow out a little bit at some point. Thanks to my lovely wife. Otherwise, I probably would have been found in a ditch somewhere in my early 30s. But I am looking forward to trying that particular bourbon. Because I didn't taste it there, but I did have some of their other products that I really enjoyed. But it was one of the reasons I only bought that one product, because it was a little more expensive. I bought two products from Four Finger because it was about the same price as the one product there. And I wanted to try this. I did have this rye on the flight that I really enjoyed. And then I picked up that the malt whiskey. I've been really trying to buy malt whiskeys wherever I go. Any place that any distillery that I go to, if they have an American single malt, I want to pick it up because I'm intrigued by that category. As I get near the end of my cocktail here, I am kind of glad that I did it because I kind of waffled a little bit there at the store. There was one kind of mid-level that I had bought that's, it's good. Like I said, it's a notch above Gallo and Martini and Rossi. And then they had another one that was about $2 less than this one, less than the sale price of this one. But I went ahead and went with this one. I mean, it wasn't insanely expensive, and I really, really wanted to make the best possible Manhattan that I could. So, anyways. With my cocktail gone, I'm going to focus on my neat pour here.
Hello.
Dollar just called.
Yeah, I was just texting you. So, when do you go back? Not that much.
So a little bit of sweetness up front.
Okay.
Almost, hold on a second. Let me put a finer point on that.
Oh, good. It looks nice.
Looks like just a hint of molasses there. Again, it's rye. It's not bourbon, it's rye. So it's a little chewier, a little spicier. They don't give me any information on their bottle, unfortunately, as far as any tasting notes or anything like that. But I really enjoyed that particular distillery. It's one reason I bought the shirt. I love the inclusiveness of that particular distillery and that area, for that matter. And I hope to wear it around town here for it to be just a little triggering to some. I don't necessarily go out looking for trouble or to stir the pot, if you will. But if you're going to be a bigot, then, I don't see a problem upsetting you just a little bit. Anyways, I really love this product. I am at the end of it. That's why I decided to pour the rest of it neat and just enjoy it. I want to finish that cocktail. One reason I wanted to buy the better sweet vermouth to have, because as I was buying that, I was picturing this rye in this Manhattan. I wanted to make the best Manhattan I possibly could. And then I had a little bit left here, so I thought I would just finish it off neat. Nice little bit of vanilla running through there. Almost just a light toffee note. You get these little bit of nutty notes in there. A lot of oak in the finish. It's just a beautifully done product. It really is. If you are ever in the area, I recommend Four Finger Distillery very highly. I had a great experience here. Again, the products were outstanding, but the bartender was friendly and knowledgeable. And when he asked what I did for a living, I said, I'm a bartender. He looked at me. Then we started having to, we started asking each other questions about different products. So that was kind of nice, too. This is the first time I've gone on vacation, and whereas this was it was always something else that I was doing at the time. This is the first time I've been a bartender. or told people, what do you do for a living? I'm a bartender. So, oh, okay. I find it interesting, though, when I tell people that, they always assume that I've been doing it for 50 years, or 40 years. Well, it sounds like you've been a bartender. I said, oh, about a year and a half. Really? Well, professionally. I've been pouring drinks since I was 8, but nevertheless, I've been mixing drinks since I was 8, but... But they weren't paying me for it. Occasionally, I'd find some change on the table, and but nevertheless. Let me show you this bottle one last time before I wrap up here. Four Finger Distillery. This is their Distiller Select Rye at 108 proof. Barrel number 123, it looks like there. Let me show that to you. As I've said about almost every product that I've had with you, boy, I wish I had bought 2 bottles of that. The problem with that is, well, I couldn't afford to buy 2 bottles of everything, and we wouldn't have had a place to put it. But everything I had was so good. And now that it's gone, man, I'm trying to figure out how to get back there again. I am Tom, the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker. Man, that's just so delicious. Oh, mercy, that is good. All around good guy, Cilantro. Thanks for tuning in, guys.